Everybody, it's your host with the most. Man, listen, how do you go around getting 102 people shot in one city in one weekend? So Chicago is at it again, but I think there's something sinister at play here. Indulge me for a minute. See, Chicago recorded 102 shooting victims over the weekend, the highest number for a single weekend in 2020. The rash of shootings is part of a spate of violence that began after the George Floyd demonstrations in late May descended into widespread looting and rioting that began after George Floyd was killed by a white Metropolis police officer. Over the past weekend, 14 people were killed in the last round of shootings. 5 of those victims were teenagers, including a 3-year-old boy who was shot while being driven by his father. Police sources have told the Chicago Sun-Times that the father was likely the intended target, but people rolled up on him. He was with the kid. They didn't care. They opened fire anyways. Man, another victim was actually only 13 years old, and she was killed by a stray bullet. Police Superintendent David Brown, who started his position in April, said one of the main problems the department faced was a failure by city authorities to monitor offenders placed under house arrest. Brown also called for violent offenders to remain in jail for a longer period. Cops are working hard, and there's great leadership here, said the superintendent. Our strategy ends up with arrests. And if you arrest someone that's a violent offender and they get right back out of jail and put on home monitoring devices and no one monitors them, we're just chasing our tail. The rise in shootings came 3 weeks after the most violent day in Chicago in 60 years, with 18 people killed over a 24-hour period on Sunday, May 31st of 2020. Now, I must tell you that there was an update to that because this was published earlier. So where it says 18 people were killed, by the end of that 24-hour period, 27 people were killed actually in one day. 27 murders in one day. Picture that. 27 murders in one day. 102 shootings. 102 separate shooting incidents. And 27 murders. 102 shooting incidents in one weekend. That's from Friday evening to Monday morning. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Here's my thing, though. With all the stuff that was going on with the George Floyd protesters out in the streets, people saying they're not going to take it anymore, people were out protesting. And there were peaceful protests, and there were protests that were not so peaceful. To be honest with you, I've seen, because there were videos out there of people who were not out there for the right reasons. For instance, there were groups that were out there to protest peacefully, but the groups were infiltrated by people who wanted to sabotage the effort, wanted to turn the effort into a violent event. That way, the police could come in, manhandle a crowd, tear gas, rubber bullets, arrest who they have to arrest, or even shoot them with real bullets. But they wanted to turn this thing upside down, get some stores burning, looting goods, glasses being broken, all that stuff. You know, the whole cliche riot is what they were going for. Now, in this whole shooting, so many shooting, I refuse to believe that 102 separate shooting incidents took place in this one weekend. And this is a weekend. This began after the George Floyd demonstration started, right? Now, these people weren't out there to kill each other. And honestly, I think the sinister plot I was talking about was just the same way how they got infiltrated and we had people who were willing to vandalize business properties in the name of or pretending to be a part of those Black Lives Matter or those who wanted justice for the taking of a life, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, etc. They were infiltrated. And I think the same way those people who were in the group that were breaking windows and all that stuff, I think there were shooters that were out there as well. Yeah, I said it. I think there were shooters out there doing covert operations. And I mean, if you think about it for a second, what better time, what opportune time than then? I don't know, man. It seems like Black Lives matter, but it seems like Black lives really don't matter to a lot of us black people. We say Black Lives Matter and we sound strong when we say it. Some of us even sound convincing when we say it, but then our lives are contrary to that statement, Black Lives Matter, because we are the most vile, the most disrespectful towards each other, the most murderous towards our own, and then we get out there and we scream Black Lives Matter. Now, you might not have to be out there killing anybody, selling drugs to anybody, but just the mere fact of how you treat those that are like you, the disdain that you have without even knowing that you do have it. You know, when you walk out on the block and you frown your face up at your brother or your sister, instead of you greeting them with a smile or a pleasant attitude, you greet them on the defense as if they are the ops, as if they are the enemy. You understand? Not only that, but also the way how we support other people's businesses. Like, a lot of black females could not wait to get out of quarantine so they could go get their nails done by Kim Soo Wong and go get their hair weaves done, put in Malaysian, Yaki, Korean, whatever the hell hair pieces they wear and all that. And they'll pump all that money to the tune of hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars right out of their own community. I saw a post on Instagram where somebody said, "We have always supported other people's businesses. It's time that we start supporting our own." And the picture showed two brothers, two sisters, two couples dressed in clothing that had African prints on it. And the first comment under the thousands of comments that were there, the first comment was, "Yeah, that's good and all, but let's be honest. Ain't nobody wearing that shit to the clubs." You see what I'm saying? So look at us. So if you can't wear it to the clubs, then it's not worthy. But who told you that you needed to wear what you wear now to the clubs? Do you know that you could have made your own stuff fresh enough to where everybody wanted to wear it to the clubs? Our rappers, our biggest musicians and artists, recording artists, movie stars, they promote and put it in their work. Look at Migos. Migos sang about Gucci belt and everybody wanted to have a Gucci belt after that. That's what I'm saying. The power that we have, but we just don't know. Like I said, I don't think Black lives really matter to too many black people, like actually really matter. But with that said, I refuse to believe. Now, I'm very well aware that there is a gang issue in Chicago, and Chicago has always been, for the most part, a violent city, right? But at the same time, I don't see 102 separate shooting incidents, 102 separate shooting incidents in one city.
Promotions, promotions, promotions. It's all about promotions, okay? Some people don't want to spend a little money to promote their business, but that's on you. Everybody knows you have to spend the money to make money, and I am doing promotions. And if you're willing to spend a little bit of money, man, I'm broke your neck enough, man, I'm broke your foot neither, man, I'm kick away your foot. We can all eat. There's enough out here for all of us. Understand? I just have designed a way to help you to get it. I paid for this platform through sleepless nights, through reading a whole lot of tutorials, through trial and error, through putting in days and weeks and months and years to build my platform so I can now promote your product on my platform. So if you have a business and your business in any way has anything to do with the Caribbean diaspora or the Caribbean community, whether it's in Canada, England, the United States of America, or elsewhere in the world, then you might want to link up with SouFLoTV and have me do some promotions for you. Send me a note at SouFLoTV@gmail.com, put promo in the heading, and then I will get back to you with my rates, and I will get back to you with the 2 smoking packages I have available. Whichever one you pick, you're still going to end up winning. I will even gear you towards the one that's better for you. The 2 of them cost the same anyway, but they're 2 very different packages. Promotion, promotion, promotion. I hate seeing people open their business and they have something good, great idea, but no promotion and the business dies. So whether it's, I don't know, whether it's your stripper or your escort service, your masseuse, whether you own a barber shop, a beauty salon, whether it's a YouTube channel or any other website, or you a real estate person, realtor, whatever it is that you do, I can definitely get some promotion done for you. Let me tell you a story real quick. Check this out. When I started this channel, right, I realized that people responded to money. So what I had to do, yes, money. So what I had to do, for those who have been on this channel for a long time, they will tell you, yeah, I remember when SouFLo used to give away $100 every weekend. I did $100 every weekend for 6 months straight. I want you to do the maths to that. That's promotion, okay? And I was giving that away to engage my audience, not to only let people know, say, here's $100, but I was giving it away so people could pay attention to my material, because I started out YouTube with no subscribers at all. After a while, the people realized that, yo, the material that he has over there is great. I'm going to subscribe whether he giving away $100 or not. And they subscribed, and they subscribed, and they subscribed, and subscribed, and subscribed. And now we're over 200,000 subscribers strong and growing still at a rapid pace. So when I say spend a little money to make a lot of money, believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Promotions, promotions, promotions. Hit me up. I got you.
In 1 weekend. I definitely think some covert operations were there. Now, this is a message to all my brothers and sisters who are out there in the streets and willing to pick up your gun and willing to go shoot the ops, right? I want you to understand this. When you do this, or you turn your area into a gang-infested area where you're shooting each other on a regular basis, you better believe that there can be some well-trained individuals that have a totally different agenda for you and your community that will come in and shoot people in your community. Why do you think a lot of these killers are not caught? They'll come in and they'll shoot people in their community, and they will, I mean, we could chalk it up to organ donation. We could chalk it up to all kinds of different stuff, whatever the reason is that they do it. But best believe, I don't think that they're out there shooting to the tune of 102 separate shooting incidents. If they are, then damn, we are in a sad, sad situation. And to think about it, we're out here screaming Black Lives Matter, right? And then we do 102 shootings in one city in 1 weekend alone. 27 people dead in one city from separate shooting incidents alone. Now, for my Jamaican people that are concerned about the numbers, Jamaica has a population of, as of 2020, according to worldmeters.info, Jamaica's population is about 2.9 million people on the island of Jamaica. And as far as size goes, the total land area of the island of Jamaica is 10,830 kilometers square, or 4,181 miles square. Now, if you look at Chicago's size, Chicago's population is 2.7 million. So roughly the same number in population as Jamaica. But when you look at land mass, Chicago is only 234 miles square compared to Jamaica, the island, which is 4,181 square miles. So just that information right there was just for some people, because when I do these videos, there are always people that are saying you can't compare the two because one's a whole country and the other one is just a city. And I keep on trying to tell people that they are very similar in comparison because of similarity in the number, population wise. Anyhow, I'm going to leave this one right here, man. But I'll echo this one again by saying I don't think black lives really matter to a lot of black people like they say it. They saying it, but they not walking it. Tell me if you really, really think that 102 different shooting incidents actually took place between black people over one weekend. Mind you, this was during the George Floyd protests. Or do you think that some covert operations went down in that city? Leave your comments in the comment section below. It's SouFLoTV, and I'll catch you on the next one. BrainFlowTV. I'm out. Peace.
Okay, listen, so you may have seen these videos before. Watch the video if you haven't seen it before, and leave your comments in the comment section below. And for those of you who have seen the video before, then thank you for watching again. It means that you are supporting both my channels. Like, comment, share, subscribe. These are things that we say, but they're actually really, really, really important if you enjoy a format and you want to see that format grow. You're gonna like the video by giving it a thumbs up. You're gonna comment on the video, that says that you are here, you're participating, you're interested. You're going to share the video. How else would we get other people to know that we are here to join you in these conversations? And it's like, comment, share, and then the most important, you're going to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Just hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell that is next to the subscribe button. The notification bell is very important because when I upload new videos, you will be notified. You can hit that button, but then you have to choose. There are choices. There's a choice that says send me some notification. Then there's a choice that says send me all notifications, meaning send me a notification for all his videos. If you do not hit it, YouTube will actually only notify you sometimes. And those sometimes might be once per week when we upload multiple videos per day. So like, comment, share, subscribe, leave your comments in the comment section below, and thank you for watching again. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.